Hello, and welcome. Today, we are not just discussing lies. We are dissecting a higher, more calculated form of psychological warfare. We are venturing into the realm of the Machiavellian mind. This is not for the faint of heart. This is for those who wish to see the hidden strings that pull the puppets of social interaction. To see the game being played, so you can no longer be used as a pawn. The term Machiavellian comes from the 16th century strategist Niccolò Machiavelli, who famously argued that for a ruler, it is far better to be feared than loved, and that the pursuit of power often justifies cunning and deceit. In modern psychology, Machiavellianism is a core dark triad personality trait. It describes a person who is profoundly manipulative, strategically cynical, emotionally detached, and hyper-focused on their own goals and interests. They see social dynamics not as a way to connect, but as a chessboard to be mastered. They don't just tell lies, they construct entire realities to serve their purposes. And their most powerful weapons are not statements, but questions. Why do you need to understand this? Because knowledge is your ultimate shield. When you can identify a Machiavellian question the moment it leaves someone's lips, you disarm the manipulator. You see the trap before you step into it. You reclaim your power, your reality, and your peace of mind. This video is your field guide to the shadows. Pay close attention. 1. Why are you so sensitive? This is not a question born from curiosity. This is a Machiavellian masterstroke designed to pathologize your perfectly normal, human reaction. Think about the context. They say something brutally cruel, or they break a promise, and you have a natural response. You're hurt, you're angry, you're confused. The Machiavellian player cannot allow the focus to remain on their terrible behavior. That would mean accountability. And accountability is their greatest enemy. So, they execute a brilliant flanking maneuver. They ignore the content of your complaint, the thing they did, and instead launch a surgical strike on your reaction to it. Why are you so sensitive? This question is a psychological frame job. It takes the spotlight off their actions and shines it directly onto what they now label as your flaw. Suddenly, you are not a person who was wronged, you are a sensitive person who is overreacting. This achieves two Machiavellian goals instantly. First, it makes you doubt yourself. You start wondering, am I being too sensitive? Is this really a big deal? You begin to second-guess your own emotional boundaries, which is exactly what they want. Second, it teaches you a terrifying lesson. If you express hurt or anger, you will be punished for it. You will be made to feel defective. So, the next time they hurt you, you will stay silent. You will swallow your pain to avoid the branding iron of that label. This is how they train you to tolerate increasingly worse behavior. This question is the sound of your boundaries being dismantled, one brick at a time. 2. Are you sure that's what happened? Your memory isn't the best. This is the cornerstone of gaslighting, a textbook Machiavellian tactic named after the classic film. The goal here is nothing less than to make you doubt your fundamental perception of reality. A Machiavellian individual understands that whoever controls the past controls the present. They need to be the sole author of the story. So, when you recall an event accurately, especially one where they acted poorly, they cannot simply deny it. A simple denial can be argued against. Instead, they go after the very instrument of your memory. Are you sure? They ask, with a tone of fake concern. You know, your memory has been a little fuzzy lately. This is a deeply insidious attack. It's not just about this one event, it's a campaign to make you feel generally incompetent and unreliable. They are subtly suggesting that your mind cannot be trusted. That you are, in some fundamental way, broken. This makes you psychologically dependent on them. If you can't trust your own eyes and ears, you must trust theirs. You start to rely on them to tell you what really happened, what was really said. This gives them godlike power over your world. You become a prisoner in a cell where the walls are made of their lies, and you have been convinced you lack the key to escape. It is a profound and devastating form of mental manipulation designed to create a loyal subject, not an equal partner. Point 2. Are you sure that's what happened? Your memory isn't the best. This is the cornerstone of gaslighting, a textbook Machiavellian tactic named after the classic film. The goal here is nothing less than to make you doubt your fundamental perception of reality. A Machiavellian individual understands that whoever controls the past controls the present. They need to be the sole author of the story. So, when you recall an event accurately, especially one where they acted poorly, they cannot simply deny it. A simple denial can be argued against. Instead, they go after the very instrument of your memory. Are you sure? They ask, with a tone of fake concern. You know, your memory has been a little fuzzy lately. This is a deeply insidious attack. It's not just about this one event, it's a campaign to make you feel generally incompetent and unreliable. They are subtly suggesting that your mind cannot be trusted. That you are, in some fundamental way, broken. This makes you psychologically dependent on them. If you can't trust your own eyes and ears, you must trust theirs. You start to rely on them to tell you what really happened, what was really said. This gives them godlike power over your world. You become a prisoner in a cell where the walls are made of their lies, and you have been convinced you lack the key to escape. It is a profound and devastating form of mental manipulation designed to create a loyal subject, not an equal partner. 3. If you really loved/cared about me, you would. This is emotional blackmail, pure and simple. It is a Machiavellian weapon that hijacks your deepest emotions, love, loyalty, and care, and twists them into tools for your own coercion. Notice the structure of the question. It does not present a request. It presents a test. It frames their desire as the ultimate proof of your devotion. The unspoken, threatening conclusion is, and if you don't, then you clearly don't love me. This is a devastatingly effective trap. It changes the entire conversation from being about a specific action, I would like you to do this, to being about your entire character and the validity of your love. Saying no is no longer just setting a boundary, it is, according to their framework, an admission that you are a fraud and a failure in the relationship. The Machiavellian strategist knows that the fear of abandonment and the desire to be a good partner are powerful motivators. They are leveraging your goodness against you. They are using your heart as a bargaining chip. This question is designed to bypass your logical mind, which might see the request as unreasonable, and go straight for your emotional core, triggering guilt, obligation, and fear. It's a way to get what they want while making you feel like you are the one who should be grateful for the opportunity to prove your worth. 4. Who have you been talking to about this? For a Machiavellian operator, control is oxygen. And the greatest threat to their control is an outside perspective. They thrive in isolated environments where their version of reality is the only one available. The moment you seek counsel from a friend, a family member, or a therapist, you are importing a competing narrative. You are getting a reality check. This is an existential threat to their manipulation. The question, who have you been talking to, is never asked out of caring interest. It is a reconnaissance mission. It is the sound of a manipulator realizing their control is slipping and scrambling to identify the threat. Their tone is often accusatory and paranoid. They need to know who is poisoning you against them, which is how they see any outside advice that empowers you. Once they identify this person, their next Machiavellian move will be to systematically discredit them. Oh, of course she said that, she's always been jealous of our relationship. Or, he's just trying to break us up. Their goal is to sever that connection, to make you feel guilty for seeking support, and to pull you back into the isolated bubble where they are the ultimate authority. This question is a red alert that you are doing something right, you are seeking truth, and they are desperate to stop it. 5. Can you ever just let things go, or you're holding a grudge? This question is the battle cry of someone who wants all the privileges of causing harm with none of the responsibilities of cleaning it up. The Machiavellian playbook states that once they have gotten what they want from a situation, the matter should be closed, on their terms, regardless of the wreckage left behind. Your continued desire to talk about it, to seek an apology, or to process the pain as an inconvenience to their peace of mind. So, they reframe your healthy need for resolution as a personal character flaw. You are holding a grudge. You are unable to let things go. This is a brilliant, if cruel, rhetorical trick. It makes you the problem, not their original action. It paints you as bitter, hung up, and dysfunctional for wanting accountability. They want you to let it go immediately so they can avoid feelings of shame, offer a fake apology, or simply move on without ever having to genuinely change their behavior. This question is a pressure tactic. It makes you feel childish and petty for wanting to address a problem, making it more likely you'll just swallow your feelings to avoid being labeled the dramatic one. It is a demand for emotional amnesty without ever having earned it. 6. I was just joking. Can't you take a joke? This is the Machiavellian art of the insult disguised as humor. It is a way to test your boundaries, deliver a cutting remark, or express contempt, all while maintaining what strategists call plausible deniability. The sequence is always the same. 1. They say something offensive and hurtful. 2. They watch your reaction closely. 3. If you react negatively, they deploy the shield, "It was just a joke. God, you're so uptight." This tactic serves multiple purposes. First, it allows them to say what they really think while avoiding any responsibility for it. Second, it makes you look and feel foolish for being hurt. You're left standing there, feeling wounded, while they shrug and act like you're the one who doesn't get it. It's a way to keep you off balance and insecure. Third, it's a fantastic probe. They can make increasingly cruel jokes to see what they can get away with, slowly eroding your self-esteem under the cover of fun. If you protest, you're the humorless killjoy. This question is the manipulator's safety net, allowing them to be cruel and then mock you for having the audacity to feel the sting. 7. Do you think you could ever find someone better than me? This is a calculated strike at the very foundation of your self-worth. The Machiavellian mind is expert at identifying insecurities and exploiting them. This question is not a genuine expression of their own insecurity, it is a weapon designed to activate yours. It is meant to make you feel lucky to have them, to make you doubt your own value, and to stoke a fear of being alone. By subtly, or not so subtly, implying that they are the best you can do, they lower your expectations and make you more likely to tolerate poor treatment. It's a psychological anchor, dragging your self-esteem down to make their own seem higher by comparison. The question is meant to live in your head, to make you hesitate before leaving, to make you question your own market value, so to speak. It's a way to ensure you stay in the game, even when the odds are stacked against you, because you've been convinced you can't win anywhere else. This is the language of a trap designed to look like a shelter. Arming yourself with this knowledge is the first step to reclaiming your power and protecting your peace. Remember, understanding these Machiavellian tactics isn't about promoting cynicism, it's about fostering awareness and building healthier relationships based on respect, not manipulation. If this video helped you see a situation in your life more clearly, please give it a like, it truly helps support this channel. Subscribe and tap the bell so you don't miss our deep dives into psychology, self-development, and personal empowerment. And if you know someone who might need to hear this today, share this video with them. You could help them unlock their own path to clarity and confidence. Let me know in the comments which of these questions resonates most with you. Your story could help others feel less alone. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, stay aware, and I'll see you in the next one.